Hey, what is going on, guys? So first of all, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm trying a new type of video and I really want your opinion, so if you would like after the video, tell me in the comments if you want to see some more game reviews from me. That would be really appreciated. But now, let's go on with the video. Welcome everyone! Today we are doing a game review on the game My Lovely Daughter. This game came out not too long ago, but first of all, as an introduction, I want to give you a quick summary of this game. So to understand the game, you need a little backstory on the main character. His name is Faust, and his daughter is Erhia. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyways, Faust is an alchemist that was loved by all his peers in the village. Suddenly, when he wakes up, he doesn't remember anything anymore, like at all. So he first sees his daughter laying on her bed right beside him, looking pale and quite dead. After realizing that she's dead, he sees a mysterious book beside him and a mysterious soul orb that was just lying around. So the book tells him that he needs to create homunculus and feeds them to the soul orb to resurrect his daughter. Each homunculus that he creates has a trait: joy, fear, anger, and sadness. Although it is not really acceptable for an alchemist to create a soul orb, he decides to do it to save his daughter. An homunculus is a creation, like it's not really his daughter, but it's a creation that resembles a daughter, so he has to, give it attention, give it love, so it can grow and have a bigger, quote-unquote, soul. So for his daughter to be resurrected, he needs to kill the perfect balance of the four emotions, because one homunculus that would be created would have one trait, as to joy, anger, fear, or sadness. So you can create up to 5, if I remember correctly, because you have to unlock doors. So yeah, each homunculus has one trait, and you have to kill them to feed it to the soul orb, and you have to have the perfect balance to recreate your perfect daughter. Now, let's jump into the storyline. So the storyline is kind of rich and original for a point-and-click game, I have to give it to them. You can see the father being more and more unsensitive about killing his quote-unquote daughters to feed their souls to the soul orb. It needs to be a little more in-depth in the story for me to really be satisfied with this story. For the pros, it's an original story, it's morally challenging for a game, the character progression on the father part is really good, I think. Now for the cons, it's not a very long storyline, and it's not quite in depth as I was expecting. So, for the storyline, I would give it quite an 8 out of 10, it's quite good. Okay, now it is time for my ratings. So for the gameplay is as simple as it can be. It's a point-and-click adventure, and you can interact only with the highlighted object in the environment. The thing is, after 1.5 hours, the gameplay becomes kind of boring and really repetitive. Also, the game gives you no clue whatsoever as to what the balance between the emotions of the orb needs to be for your daughter to be normal again. So I'm gonna do a little pros and cons. The pros: simple game mechanic, easy to learn how to play the game, and there's a little tutorial while playing in the beginning. For the cons, there's boring gameplay after a while, and in my opinion, not enough clue for what the balance of the emotion needs to be, and it's not really like a stressful and like energetic thing to play. So here are my pros and cons. I would give the gameplay, I would give a 6.5 out of 10. Now let's talk about the graphics. The graphics are really beautiful, that looks to be hand-drawn by the artist. The eyes of the father really strikes me the most, because you can really see his craziness and the despair in them as he wants to save his daughters. So for the pros, original artwork, stunning visual, atmospheric and creepy sometimes, which in this case is really a good thing, and a great color palette. I really like this color palette. For the cons, not really anything. I didn't find anything that could be remotely bad for this game. So I would give the graphics my golden bowl of the video, which is the best thing about this game. So I would give it a 9 out of 10. And now for the next section of my video, let's talk about the length of the game. So the game is not really that long, and it can be completed in about 4 to 6 hours. It can take longer than that if you really don't find the right balance of emotion, as I talked earlier in the video. So let's do a little pros and cons, shall we? For the pros, long enough to get involved in the story, that's really the main point. And the con, it's that it's not very long, sadly. I'd like to have a longer game with a bit more gameplay mechanics, but anyways. So I give the length of the game a 6 out of 10. So you know, you pass. And now for my last point, the one that everyone has been waiting for, the price of the game. So the game on Steam is currently priced at $17.49 Canadian dollars. So for the length of the game and the repetitive gameplay, I think it's a little bit overpriced for what it's worth. If you really want to try it out, I suggest you wait for it to be on sale. So for the pros, when it drops in sale, I think it would be worth it. Like a 20% discount of the price would be, I think, a good deal. For the cons, like I said, it's kind of expensive for the length of the game. But overall, I give the price of the game a 7 out of 10. And now let's do a little conclusion of my review. So, the game has a good story with an even better character development for the father, although it's a bit pricey and sometimes repetitive for what you're paying for. I think you will have a fairly good times, morally challenging, stunning visuals are really a buy from me, but I suggest you to wait for it to be on sale. So my final ranking is a, drumroll please, 37.5 out of 50. So that's you choose. I give you the pros, the cons, and you really decide if you want to buy this game or if you don't. So, is it a buy it or leave it? In my opinion, this game is a buy it, but with an asterisk for waited to be on sale. Alright, so that's it for me for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said in the beginning of the video, tell me in the comments if you want to see more of this, if you don't want to see it, and I would like to ask you a little favor too. Tell me in the comments which game would you like me to review next. I have a couple of ideas, but I want to see, guys, if you have the same ideas as me. So, once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy. And as always, I will see you later. Bye bye.